All right, so we got to react to Organic's latest couple videos on his channel. I know it's been a while since we dropped the reaction video on Mr. Organic, and I've been getting a lot of comments, man. A lot of comments, like, since last week. People been asking, how come I stopped doing reaction videos on Organic? Did Organic pay me off? Did he scare me off or whatever? But if you actually check out his recent content, man, on this podcast, like, a lot of this stuff is kind of boring, man, to be honest with you. And it's always surprising to me when I did do reaction videos on Organic like a month or two ago. People used to, like, blame me that he's getting less views. And when I did do reaction videos on him, like, he was getting way more clicks and views. Like, right now, we haven't done so many reaction videos on Organic. And if you look at his channel, like his recent content 7 days ago, 1,600 views. Really? 1,600 views for a channel with 360,000 subscribers. That's crazy. And 6 days ago is 1,300 views. We might actually have to check out this video, former Kingpin or whatever. And then 6 days ago, it's like none of these videos, well, some of them are like 2,000, 2,300, 2,200. But again, it's not like a huge number considering he has 360,000. This is the one from 7 hours ago. It's got like 9,000. So let's check out this girl, man. How she started corn.
How long you been doing this type of life?
It's been about 4 years now, coming up to my fourth year. Yeah.
Okay, so around COVID time.
Yes, yeah. I jumped in then.
Yeah. How'd you get that money?
I had to.
Yeah?
Had to. I was stimulated from the stimulus check.
Yeah, that turned you up.
I was like, oh, let me just go ahead and hop on this website. And I did a website called sexyjobs.com. Okay. And, like, that's how...
Man, is it me or is like Organic? I don't honestly know how he says his podcast is going to be #1 with this type of content, man. Like, this is why I haven't done so many reaction videos on his channel, because he's like bringing all, like, what is it? Like, his podcast is like turning into OnlyFans girls now. It's like OnlyFans, Escorts, and porn stars. And this girl ain't even like I feel like I'm going to turn into Keith Lee, man. She got a nice body, right? But that's it, really. Everything else is like a 3, a 3.4, a 3.7, aside from the body. But, like, sitting down and looking at her, she's not all that, man. She really ain't all that. Like, I've seen better on his podcast. But what is this podcast coming down to? Is this it? Is it just going to be a bunch of OnlyFans girls and escorts and porn stars? Like, come on, man. You got to bring more substance to be even saying that you're going to be #1, which is never going to happen. I can't see Organic passing Joe Rogan, especially with no 2,000 views a video. This is crazy.
It started for me was...
So you even go, not the OF route, you went to a whole nother situation.
I went to a whole nother thing.
And
It was kind of like
that?
Backpage, honestly.
Oh, so you out there meeting up and goddamn giving it up? Meeting up for real, giving up meet up. Huh?
No, I wouldn't say that. I was...
It's organically speaking. Let's keep it organic on this thing now.
Man, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This stuff, like, some people are, like, turned on by girls like this. I think this shit is kind of disgusting, man. This is really disgusting. Like, who gets turned on or even wants to get in bed with a girl that does this kind of stuff? Like, smashing all kinds of dudes and stuff like that. Shit, like, is used, man. That's like you using a used condom, right? That, like, probably, like, 30 other men have worn out, man. It's just kind of weird to me. I don't know. Some people are like got that kind of fetish. They get turned on by stuff like that. And Organic kind of like glorifies this kind of stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like, if this is the direction he's going with the podcast, he's just going to dig himself a big hole. He ain't going to get out of it, because this ain't really hitting hard. And it's like a trend now. I feel like he thinks because he got that one girl from, like, was it like 2-3 weeks ago? And that girl had, like, hit 100,000 views because she said something about Fabulous, the rapper. So he's like, oh, let me just find me another OnlyFans girl or another, like, escort or a porn star or whatever. I feel like that's what's going to get the clicks and views. But, like, it's entertaining, but it's kind of disgusting. And he's promoting this shit. It's kind of weird.
I mean, you probably just sent me something I can look, because I ain't going to go on no sites and nothing.
Really? Yeah, I'm just so surprised. Honestly, I feel like a lot of people, talking at them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What do you think?
Did you know that?
She told me.
Okay.
Like, out the gate. Like, when I met her, I think it was like the second time that we had a conversation in the bathroom. She was like, yeah, I do. And I was like, oh yeah. And I genuinely asked her, I was like, how's your mental health?
Oh, yeah.
I'm in health and wellness, so I naturally just want to know, like, how's your well-being? Yeah. And we talked about, like, therapy and what that's like for her and what she's doing to take care of herself, like, as she's moving through that. So that's what I was interested in.
I like that transition, because most of the time, when you got a woman that's very sexually active or just does extraordinary things, you know what I'm saying? When you get a woman that's in there, you in the room, she licking your toes, eating your ass and all that, you're like, damn, baby, what happened to you as a kid? You know what I'm saying?
I got you here.
My gosh.
So that's the first thing I think. Sneaky uncle, you know what I mean? You know, crazy cousin, you know what I mean? Freaky father, you know what I mean? It's the way it went, you know what I mean? So we get to enjoy that, but it's pain behind that enjoyment that we get. So did any of those situations happen to you as a child or something like that?
I don't know what enjoyment he's talking about. I don't know how people feel like they're going to enjoy being with women like that, even if it's like acting, right? Because if they're in that industry, then they're just doing it for money. But it's just weird. Like, I'm going to put it's just, man, I'm not even going to go into it, man. It's just, I think it's disgusting. I don't know how people feel like they're going to enjoy this, or this is going to be pleasurable or whatever. Like, knowing that it's like, are you okay with somebody putting their finger in your food, or having like 3 or 4 people put their fingers and their toes in your food and then you eat out of it? Because this is kind of like the same thing. All right. Because some people don't like picture it like that. So when you get like a bowl of food or whatever, like macaroni and cheese, go ask your friends to like put their fingers all over the macaroni and cheese, and then you start eating that shit. Because that's kind of how it is. I know some people can't picture it like that, because you're like, well, when I'm with her in the room, these guys are not there. Yeah, but they've been in there. They're not in there right now when you're there.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. So it's not funny, because, you know, I got sisters, I got a mom, you know, I got aunties. So the percentage like 1 out of 3, 1 out of 4. So something happened to somebody, even if I don't know. So it's not funny, and it's kind of like
it's sad.
It's very sad.
Yeah.
And
children shouldn't be exposed to stuff like
never.
that.
Like, why do these guys have to have these compulsions when there's so many freelance women out here that's written? I mean, but I guess I don't know. I ain't going into too much detail about it, but it is a shame. So at the same time, it's kind of like I said, I got a higher intelligence level, so I know instantly that this girl freak. I'd be like, damn, I'm having fun now. Something went wrong while I'm having this much fun.
Oh my gosh, I never thought about that.
Dealing with one of the ones, baby, my brain different.
I always say there's like 2 spectrums. You know, like the good girls and the girls that are like want to be called a slut. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it would either be like the abusive father or like the spoiled daddy's girl. Like I kind of feel like it depends on what you got in your childhood. That depending on where you're at in the spectrum.
Like the preacher's daughter, they just want some freedom and get crazy. Something probably never touched or happened to them, but they got so confined that when they go outside, they want to go all the way to the roof. You know what I'm saying? They want to do it on the roof. You hear me?
I've done it on the roof.
You do it on the roof? Yeah, why not? I do dog style. I do all that werewolf. You know what I mean? You know I got my styles now. You know what I mean? And you.
That gargoyle.
Yeah, let's get to that. You know what I'm saying?
Tell us
I just
the
see you
story.
go to the gym. We all type of understanding and real deep conversations. You understand me? She ain't never tell me this secret that she been know about me.
Yeah, I'm surprised you.
Yo, I'm going to be honest with you guys, man. I don't know how in the world people watch this stuff. This is crazy. Like, I'm reacting to it. I'm like, man, this is getting really boring, man. Like, once you watch, like, I get it, like, when I saw Organik bring in other girls and they talked about the same topics, it was entertaining. But after a while, like, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different girls coming on there, and they all talk about this same boring ass shit, it gets boring, man. This is why he's not getting like 2,000 views. That's why it's not adding up. That's why I'm like, hold on, man. How do you got 360,000 subscribers and the video's only got like 2,000 views? That's because he keeps bringing the same old shit. All right. Nobody cares about these like OnlyFans girls or escorts or porn stars. Nobody cares. Yeah. 1 or 2 videos, 1 or 2 girls is okay, but Organik has got to switch it up, man. You got to bring some talent on the show, man. It's like, it seems like he's running out of talent. He ain't bringing anybody with like a real skill set, something valuable that his audience can actually watch and listen and capture something valuable out of it. Like, who cares whether she does porn? And this is weird. I don't get it, man. But I guess some people love this kind of weird shit.
Thought we, met.
Yeah.
But y'all just came through information that blew my mind. Like, I didn't even know I wasn't expecting this. You know what I'm saying? First, we gonna go to you. As soon as I came in, she was like, she talked to the camera, and she said, what you do for a living?
I'm a
Oh, my God. I didn't even know, guys. You know what I mean? I I didn't even know.
I was shocked that he did.
Yeah, if I'd have known, I'd probably just said.
I thought that's how we got here.
Yeah, for real.
I kind of thought that was.
Yeah, me too.
Where you want me to sit? About how I talk all the time, right?
Yes, I do.
And stuff like that, and because that's perfect for me to have this conversation because I think I'm the greatest of all time.
You didn't hear any rumors about me at the gym?
No. They didn't say
Just such an angel. Of course not.
Yeah, they was like, oh, you should, Rob was like, yeah, you should just interview her. She got good followers because y'all put me on.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, all right, for sure. I don't go too deep in people's situations. You know what I'm saying? I let people, especially in the gym, you let people do them. You know what I mean? And so yeah. Also, why I didn't know because.
Oh, so he met this girl at the gym. Ain't this what I told you? I literally just said this. Like the last couple people he had on the podcast, they all came from the gym. Literally, he had the gym owner. He had he had one of the boxers. He had one of the boxer trainers. He had some dude that just sold courses, right? There's a bunch of these guys. All they do, they sell you these lifestyle courses. It's like it's like a pattern, man. Organic is just bringing a whole bunch of like fugazi people on this podcast. Like he only had like a few solid individuals. Like he had that guy that I guess like hangs out with Kevin Gates. I forget his name. OG Booby Black. That's what his name was. Like that dude was a solid. That was one of those solid podcasts. He had like a few other good guys, a few good characters. But after that, it just looked like he's just bringing anybody at this point. Anybody that sells fugazi courses, anybody that's a fake wannabe rich lifestyle vlogger, anybody that's an OnlyFans girl. It's like, bro.
I told you downstairs, I haven't watched porn in 8 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I practice no fat. So I don't masturbate.
No fat? That's what they call not masturbating?
Not masturbating, not watching.
Oh my gosh, I just...
Yeah. You know what I mean? And you.
That gargoyle.
Yeah, let's get to that. You know what I'm saying?
Tell us
I
the
done seen you
story.
go to the gym. We all type of understanding and real deep conversations. You understand me? She ain't never tell me this secret that she been know about me.
Yeah, I'm surprised. This is the first time he's hearing
But
about
that just
it.
shows you
Because how do how you bring that up? I'm not cool with her anymore.
You ain't.
I'm not.
And we don't say no names. I don't kiss and tell. But
You didn't even ask the name. We don't think it mattered to you.
It's not important.
I don't kiss and tell. You know what I'm saying? That's something I don't do. So I don't like that. You know what I mean? I like the legacy that grow on its own organically. You from the seed. So she comes in and tell them what you told me because I didn't know about this.
So I was told you have a signature position.
Right.
That is, I guess, called a gargoyle position.
Yeah.
And the way she had to show me because I didn't understand what was going on. Like she had described it to me, but I'm like, girl, that doesn't even make sense. Like he was standing over you, like he's in you, but on top of you. Like what were you doing? She's like, I'm laying down, and I'm like, well, how you was like? How did that even make sense? She's like, and telling me how big you were. I didn't know how big you were.
And she said I was big.
She said you were a large person.
Bro, imagine like they're talking about all this, and mind you, this isn't his podcast, like in his house or in his apartment, right? This is in a studio, and he's got like, there's probably gotta be like 3 or 4 people, 4 guys back there, and they're over there listening. Like this shit sounds super awkward, man. Like you got all these guys in the back room listening to this clown on this podcast talk about nothing but sex, video and podcast after podcast, video after video. It's like, I mean, again, I don't know. Are people really entertained by this stuff? Because this shit is kind of boring. And this girl ain't that attractive, man. Like, I feel like I'm going to take back my 3.4. I feel like it might be like a 1.5. Like, this one definitely ain't attractive either. Both of them, like, probably combined might be like a 3.4, a 3.7. But that girl, man, they got to really, like... She might actually need to stay at the gym, man. She might need to hire Organic. I thought Organic was a fitness coach and trainer. Like, that's crazy. Y'all, get in the comment section. Y'all think this girl is attractive? Especially, like, man. And the people in the comment section, they're like all yes mans, right? These are probably like a bunch of losers that probably can't get any girl at all. So they're probably like, this is probably the kind of people, if you guys ever wondered, like how do a lot of these OnlyFans girls make like millions and millions of dollars and all this stuff, is because of people like in Organic's comment section. Like these people in Organic's comment section that love these kind of interviews. This one right here, at least this person has a brain. Organic, you better than interviewing porn stars. Come on. You better than that. At least one person here has a brain. But the rest of them, these are the people that are probably buying all these subscriptions.
Aspect. So I'm like,
because y'all, if y'all don't know, I'm 6'6", 230 pounds. You know what I mean? Y'all see the gym shirt off and it's shredded up.
Right.
The height. This ain't regular mortal.
Yeah,
I ain't no little.
Like,
It be little and all. No. This is a gargantuan in this.
right. So she's
And he's
explaining
43.
this, and I'm like, how did you not die? How did it not come out your
how
throat?
tall is she?
She's like maybe 5'6", 5'5".
Oh,
That don't help. No, sir. I don't know. I'm, you know what I'm saying? I got that roll scroll. But, yeah, so, yeah.
I did know that about you, and I was just like,
The whole time, look at this boy.
yeah. I just kept it to myself because I'm like, what is the point of sharing this information?
That's funny because I didn't know. So, it's, the word travels when you really, that's what I'm telling you guys. So, that's why I tell the importance, and I give this information to my guys. You got to take your dick slinging seriously. You know what I mean? Because good or bad, the word going to travel. You know what I mean? Preferably good. You know what I'm saying? If you a cool guy, that's one thing. You tall, you got...
Man, what in the world is Organic talking about, man? Like, he just be talking about a whole bunch of bullshit. Like, what is this, like, what is the value of all this? Like, what do you guys, like... I can't even believe these videos have, like, 2,000 views. I'm like, this is boring-ass shit. This shit is boring. And people be like, oh, how come you don't do reaction videos on Organik? Because this shit is freaking boring, man.
I heard something about you a while back.
See, there we go.
Would you hear it?
Yeah. Somebody that I know in LA.
Oh,
No.
In L.A., see, in L.A., long time ago. Go ahead, I ain't gonna filter it.
And she was telling me that, like, you did some type of, like, squat 10-incher.
Okay, so all the other